If you had asked me 6 years ago when I was still in school if I would enjoy living in an SUV, you'd probably be met with confusion. What? You can live in a car? Isn't that just glorified homelessness? That sounds awful, are all things I think I would have said. But somehow, here we are living in a Jeep Wrangler, roaming around North America. Now, I know there are people out there who think that I should be living in a van, not a small SUV. And when I tell you that I have done van life and find this form of living to be much more fulfilling and exciting, you're just going to have to believe me. I love living out of my Jeep. This was my dream vehicle way back when I was driving around and living in my unreliable Aerostar. The Jeep has afforded me the types of adventures I had been dreaming of when I was laying in Cracker Barrel and Walmart parking lots for months at a time. I think dreams look different for every person, and who are we to judge how somebody lives their life? Whether it's to live out of a sedan or to drive around in a Unimog, we all have our own versions of what living nomadic life can look like, and I think that's beautiful. And it's what keeps this lifestyle so unique. Anyways, this is what has been on my mind lately, as this lifestyle seems to just be growing and growing. I think we need to be welcoming of everyone and anyone who is looking for an alternative way to live the one life they got. Hey everybody, we are currently due west towards Bishop, California, between the White Mountains and the Sierra Mountains. I hear there is some good winter climbing out there, as well as some really interesting stuff around there to explore. So today I just wanted to bring you guys on an average day in the Jeep life, a normal day where we're not climbing a mountain or doing something risky. Days like this make up pretty much 90% of my life here on the road in a Jeep. Thanks for being here, y'all, and William says hi. Bishop, California. It reminds me a lot, actually, of Invermere, Canada, because it's surrounded by mountains. Right, first stop, mailing box home. I'm lucky enough to be able to mail stuff over to my mom to hold for me, as well as some products like coconut oil and garlic powder that she can't get up there. So we're at the laundromat, and I'll show you where I put my laundry. I stuff all my dirty laundry back here. I kind of just stuff it and forget about it, and it does fine there. Taking William for a little walk while we wait for the laundry. All right, we're getting out of town. Nothing like the feeling of a full tank of gas, food in your refrigerator, and water in your tanks. And water in your tanks. It's time to get back out to the desert, where it's peaceful and quiet. So what I love about living in a Jeep is it gives me the balls, for lack of a better word, to go down roads that aren't necessarily on iOverlander. Like, usually I'll look on Gaia GPS to see if there's public and land areas and explore and try to find camp spots that are kind of remote, and like my own findings, those are the most satisfying camp spots that I can find. Right now we're not having a lot of luck. We are in a wilderness area, which I don't think allows dispersed camping just randomly on the side of the road, so I'm not gonna do that, just to like respect the land. We're just going for a little drive and trying to see if there's anything out north of Bishop. We're trying to find spots that aren't on iOverlander that are our own findings, which are kind of fun to do. So we got to get out of this wilderness area and go a bit north to some more BLM land. I'm really enjoying all of the views of the mountains. I miss the mountains. It really reminds me a lot of Invermere out here. It's like sandwiched by two beautiful mountain ranges. This road's a bit rough, to say the least. Woohoo! Just a couple of birds enjoying the view. this spot will be good, I think. What can I say, y'all? Going on the path less traveled sometimes brings you to spots like this. With a private view of the Sierra mountain range. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we are now in a national forest, which means I can also fly my drone, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm good to camp here. William, do you think that was worth the drive? It's quite a ways. We even have phone service here. I'd say William's view is pretty nice. He likes to sit in the sun on my bed and look out at the beautiful views. He's perfectly content. So I've made 2 really big upgrades, for me at least, in the past month or so. Kind of as a Christmas present to myself. I got a storage box here recently in the mail. I had it sent via UPS to a UPS hub, and they were willing enough to accept this huge package. And so now I have all of my camping gear inside. This has actually been a quality of life improvement for me, because instead of having to move all my camping gear all the time when I want to set up the Jeep for sleep mode, I don't have to do that anymore. And so project number 1 of the day, I just bought a lock. So I'm gonna lock everything up. I hope this is the right size. Fit, will it fit? Oh no, it's not gonna fit, you guys. Oh, sad day. Well, I switched it out with my water tank lock. There we go. This one's not as good as the other one, but it'll do for now, I think. Till I get another one. All right, next order of business is, you may have noticed this red tank in some of my previous videos, like the last couple of videos. I ordered this mounting plate from Extreme Terrain in order to mount a jerry can on the outside so I can hold my diesel fuel outdoors instead of indoors. And I'm so happy I finally did this. I should have done this months ago. Just shipping and everything didn't work out until recently. So finally got it mounted. Lovely Simon helped me out, and I was able to use his tools to modify this to fit with my bumper. I don't have the original bumper on the Jeep, so I had to cut off the bottom half of this mounting plate, but it worked out really well. And then I found this metal jerry can. I decided to go with a metal one because it'll last longer. Cut a hole in the bottom, and yeah. So to finish off this project, long story short, to finish off this project, I have some conduit, some wire conduit that I'm going to put around everything. I have some bigger conduit for around the filter. I hope it fits. And then yeah, this is basically routed through the bottom through a hole in the floor in the Jeep. As some of you guys may know, the Jeep has little floor plugs that you could drain water out of the Jeep if you were to get flooded with water inside. So I just utilized those holes for my diesel heater. So if you're looking to do a diesel heater in your Jeep, there's already holes in the Jeep. It makes it so easy. Another good reason to live in a Jeep, just saying. But anyways, I'm gonna install this conduit, and it should look a lot better and also protect this from the elements. So I should stop snacking and actually eat some real food. Today we are making curry ramen. This is a recipe I have come up with myself, so I'm excited to share it with you guys today. The ingredients in this recipe are a cheap bag of ramen. Now, as for toppings for this recipe, you can use whatever vegetables you have or you really enjoy eating. Why put a vegetable on your ramen that you don't like? These are things that I enjoy having on my ramen. For example, some Brussels sprouts, some green onion. I found this very beautiful assortment of mushrooms at the grocery store and thought, hey, why not? I'm going to saute some onion. I also really like to have a boiled egg in my ramen. And then as far as spices go, we got garlic salt, tamari, some curry powder, coconut milk, and olive oil to saute the veggies in. This is a lot of food for one gal. It's cold. Got cold out there real quick. Oh yeah, we gotta turn that heater on. Here, let's turn this guy on. It is too freaking cold. It just cooled off real quickly as the sun went down.
Glorious warmth, red shifted cheeks, imbued with life.